Hi everyone, I'm Annastasia Kaessner from 21st Yoga here in Salt Lake City. Today I'll be teaching Forrest Yoga. So this class is accessible to all levels. If you are pregnant, I do recommend grabbing a bolster for this practice. If you don't have a bolster, you can roll up a pretty thick blanket and that will work as well. I'll give other modifications as we move through the practice. And then you'll need a block, rolled up mat, some sort of prop that you can use to squeeze or to press on as we're moving through our practice today. So with that, let's get going. So find a comfortable seat here on your mat, whether that's up on a prop, like your block, blanket, you can stay cross-legged, whatever feels comfortable to you in this moment. So find that comfortable seat and close your eyes and begin to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Taking these first few moments to tune into your body, to tune into your breath. And as you focus in on your breath, observe your physical posture. So notice your sit bones rooting down. Draw your mind's eye up through the spine, all the way up to the crown of your head. Noticing that elongation, that length. Soften through the shoulders, the jaw. And there's no wrong way to feel in this moment. So just observing, just being aware of what's present for you in this moment. We're going to focus on this fourth chakra, this heart center, Anahata, today. So with your eyes still closed, place your hands over your heart. This could be on the front of your heart. One hand can come behind you, the back of your heart. And start to breathe into this area, really filling up in between the shoulders, filling up the rib cage with your breath. And as you tune into your heart, this area, this connection from the lower body to the upper body, to this grounding, this rooting, to your connection to others, to your connection to spirituality, the divine. Start to notice what's present for you in your heart right now. Once again, there's no wrong answer, just being aware, observing. And then set this intention today. So the goal today is to utilize these 60 or so minutes, this hour of really diving in, getting incredibly raw and vulnerable with yourself. So you have this time, this space on your mat with yourself to be as honest and vulnerable as possible, knowing that you've got this protection that no one else, nothing else needs to know what's present for you. So opening up your heart to listen, to observe, and to feel for what's present for you today. Take 3 more breaths, letting that sink in, choosing that. And really choosing to listen, to be present without judgment for what arises for you today. This is your chance to work with that. So releasing your hands to your lap, open your eyes, and we're going to work with some pranayama to start. So starting out with a few rounds of Kapalabhati, then we're going to move into an Uddiyana Bandha hold, and then back to Kapalabhati. So we're going to do this 3 times. Now, if you're pregnant, you're not going to do this. What you're going to do instead, if you're pregnant, is you're going to do breaths into the rib cage. And you're going to place your hands here, and you're going to, the whole time, try to focus on expanding your breath as deep and as long as you can, expanding the ribs out and forward and back. If you're not pregnant, you get to work with Kapalabhati. So I like to do Kapalabhati and Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together. And this is a short, quick exhales with a passive inhale. So we'll do it together for a period of time, and then we'll move into Uddiyana Bandha. So I'll demo real quick Kapalabhati. So with the exhale, the belly pulls in, you're pressing the air out, passive inhale still happening. So we'll do that for about 25 pumps. Then you'll take a huge breath in, lift up through the heart. We'll move into Uddiyana Bandha. So you'll exhale all the air out, fold forward, draw the belly in and up. Real quick, a demo of that for you, the you out there that are newer to this. You'll release the belly before you inhale. So let's do this together. If you're pregnant, start your deep rib breaths. Fingertips back behind you. Inhale, lift up to the chest. Exhale all the air out. Then inhale to full. Begin your Kapalabhati. Take a huge breath in, fill all the way up. Hold to the top, lift through the heart. Uddiyana Bandha, exhale strongly out the mouth, come forward. Hold empty, draw navel to spine. When you're ready to inhale, release the belly and the throat. Rise back up. Begin again with Kapalabhati. We'll do 2 more rounds. Deep breath in. This kumbhak hold at the top. As you're ready, exhale out the mouth, come forward. Uddiyana Bandha, draw navel to spine. When you're ready to inhale, release abdominals, rise back up. Last round here, lift through the heart. Begin your Kapalabhati, short, quick exhales. Deep breath in, lift, shoulder blades towards spine. Uddiyana Bandha, exhale strongly out the mouth, come forward. Hold empty, draw navel in and up. Release the abdominals before you rise up. Hands to outer thighs, help your knees back together. We're going to move into a seated side bend. So taking the left leg, stack it over the right. And if this shoelace, also known as double pigeon in some other yoga types, is too much for your hips, first thing out of the gate, don't worry about it. You can take a block, place it underneath the knee, and also extend this bottom leg forward. Another option is to just stay cross-legged. So lots of options here. Take the right hand up in line with the hip. Inhale, extend that left arm straight up to the sky. Keep the length. On exhale, reach up and over for your side bend. Draw the shoulder down away from the ear, hug the elbow in, and then reach long through the fingertips. Because it's Forrest Yoga, let that head go. Give your neck, your jaw a chance to just let go, relax. Reach strongly through those left fingertips. Continue to draw the shoulder down. And then really fill up this left side body with breath. Expanding into the rib cage. Expanding down into the obliques. The hip joint. Second stage, my favorite part, neck stretch. So take this left hand, reach it over to the left, about a foot above the ground, and then really let the head relax. See if you can let it go another inch, maybe 2 inches. And if you want the absolute deliciousness, you're going to start to move the lower jaw. It's totally awkward feeling, but feels awesome. Or awkward looking and feels awesome. And then reaching through that left hand, rise up. Head comes up last. You can use your hand to help cradle the neck. All right, switching sides. Right leg comes on top. Same options apply on this side. Left hand out, in line with the hip. Right arm reaches straight up to the sky. Keep that length. Exhale, reach up and over for your side bend. So try to avoid bringing this forearm all the way down to the ground so you've still got this engagement through the bicep and tricep. And then reach long through the fingertips. Draw the shoulder away from the ear. Stretch out this right side body. Wash the breath through the rib cage, all the way up into the shoulder, out to the fingertips. Really expanding into the lungs with that breath. Moving into your neck stretch, second stage. Bring that right hand down about a foot above the ground. Head hangs ridiculously heavy. And just imagine that your breath and the stretch are massaging out all those tight muscles, the sternocleidomastoid, all those muscles connecting the head to the rest of your body. And we get that lip glide, jaw slide action happening. Then reach through the right hand, rise back up, head comes up last. Roll out the shoulders a little bit. Time for the best part, core work. So if you are pregnant, you're going to do something a little bit different. You're going to come forward onto hands and knees, and you're going to toggle back and forth between doing cat-cows and then these spinal extensions, extending one arm out, other leg opposite, elbow to knee, extend, elbow to knee, doing that with the breath. And then if you want a real challenge, you're going to reach the arm and leg out to the side, bring it back, and keep working that, switching between sides as we go through these core works. Everyone else, lay down onto your back. Make sure you have a block rolled up mat. You can even roll up a towel to use this. So come onto your back. Take your prop, place it in between your thighs, snug up towards the pubic bone, right where it starts to feel a little bit uncomfortable. Legs extend straight up to the sky. Activate your feet, spreading the toes. This is pulling on your joints or your low back. Bend your knees. Interlace hands back behind your head. Take a huge breath, fill up the back body. Hold full, press mid back into mat, curl tailbone up, squeeze your prop, exhale, lift head and shoulders. Shoulder blades come up, squeeze that prop a little more, pull low belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold full, press mid back into mat, curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze a little more, draw low belly down. Inhale, relax head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift, shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more, draw belly down. Inhale, relax head and shoulders. Hold the breath in so you're full. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders, shoulder blades lift. Squeeze that second time, pull low belly down. Inhale, release head and shoulders. Moving into 3-part twisting abs with your prop. Once again, knees can always bend to 90 degrees here. Take a deep breath in. Hold full, press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone up, squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze that second time, pull low belly down. Listen carefully. Inhale, keep head and shoulders up. Hold full, squeeze your prop. Tuck tailbone another time. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Both shoulder blades are up. Squeeze a little more, pull low belly down. Inhale, torso to center, hold the breath. Squeeze your prop, curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Squeeze a little more, both shoulder blades up. I'm cheating. Pull belly down. Back to center, hold full. Squeeze. Exhale, reach elbows higher, reach legs higher, pull belly down. Inhale, release head and shoulders. Let's do it again. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath, press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, keep head and shoulders up. Squeeze your prop, curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale through center, hold full. Squeeze, tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale through center, hold full. Squeeze your prop. Exhale, lift elbows as high as you can, legs as high as you can, pull belly down. Inhale, release head and shoulders. We're going to do one more round because as Jose says, some of you probably cheated. All right, take a deep breath in. Let's do this. I'm shaking. Hold full. Press mid-back into mat. Curl tailbone up. Squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, keep head and shoulders up. Hold the breath in, squeeze prop, tuck tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Back through center, hold full. Squeeze the prop, curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Keep both shoulder blades up, pull belly down. Back through center, last one here. Squeeze your prop. Exhale, reach elbows higher, reach legs higher. Try to lift up off the ground, pull belly down. And let it go. Set your prop lovingly aside. Setting up for bridge pose here. All right, so ideally you've got knees stacked over your heels, feet about hip width apart. Arms are by your sides, so we're focusing on the chest and belly here. Rooting down to the feet on your inhale, peel your spine up and away from the mat, lifting the hips up towards the sky. Close your eyes here. Activate your feet so you've got engagement all the way through the legs supporting you. And then take your breath and your awareness back up into the chest. Checking back in with your heart, this fourth chakra. And then let the breath travel into the belly. So the abdominals, everything we just tightened, give it a chance to open back up, creating this malleable muscle so it's usable. Expand into the belly and let that travel through the chest, through the thighs. Lift up even more through the heart. We'll take 3 more deep breaths, focusing and listening up into this fourth chakra. On your exhale, tuck tailbone. Slowly lower upper, middle, and lower spine back down to the earth. Let's take a moment here, feeling the ground beneath you. Bring the earth hold you. And then roll over onto your left side. Press your way up to a seat. Head comes up last. Dolphin time. All right. Come forward. Forearms and knees. Those of you familiar with dolphin, go ahead, hop right into it. You don't need to listen to me explain it. Those of you newer, set up with me. So you'll grab hold of the opposite upper arm, right between the shoulder and the elbow. And then you're going to take the forearms, place them back onto the mat, parallel to one another,
or if you need a little extra support today, clasp your hands. Head hangs heavy. Take a huge breath, spread across the back of the heart. Engage through the chest, so you're firing up the chest muscles. On exhale, tuck your toes under, extend the hips up to the sky. Knees can be bent here, especially at first. Really focus on the hips, the sit bones extending towards the ceiling. Root down through the forearms, fingers spreading wide. And then start to straighten out the legs as the hips lift higher. Connect into your breath here, those deep, long Ujjayi breaths. And then focus the breath here at the back of the heart. So this area is completely exposed and open. Can you fill up this area in between the shoulder blades? Access these wings at the back of your heart. Keep the head relaxing up off of the ground. Neck gets a chance to elongate and rest. 3 more deep breaths here. Exhale, lower your knees to the earth. Set your hips back to the heels, child's pose. If that bothers your knees, you can always keep the hips elevated, taking a puppy pose instead. 3 deep breaths here. Flash prep. So roll your way up, look up at your screen for just a moment. Some of you are familiar with this. This is a more advanced forest pose. So one arm is going to be in dolphin. The other hand is going to come directly under the shoulder. This hand is going to then, in my case, the right hand, is going to scooch back about a foot so that it's directly under the elbow. The elbow is bent at a 90-degree angle. Don't bring it out to the outside. Keep it hugging towards the torso. Squeeze the elbow in so you're firing up the muscles once again. On your exhale, we can do this part together. Curl your toes under. Press your hips back up to the sky. Keep your elbow hugging in. Now if you want a little more of a challenge, because why not, extend the left leg up to the sky. So left forearm down, left leg reaching up. Shift more of the weight into the right hand. Keep squeezing this right elbow in, keeping that engagement so you're safe in your posture. Reaching through the toes, maybe even coming up onto the right tippy toes. 1 more inhale on this side. Exhale, lower the left foot down. Come all the way to your knees to set up for the second side. Right forearm comes down, left hand under the shoulder. Scooch that left hand back about a foot. So you've got that 90-degree angle. Exhale, tuck your toes under, hips extend up to the sky. Squeeze that left elbow in. Shift more of the weight into the left hand. Option to extend the right leg up to the sky for that additional challenge. More of the weight into the arms. Keep lifting through the core. 2 more breaths. Exhale, lower the right foot. Come all the way down to the knees. Embryo pose. So same option with the hips elevated over the knees. This time arms come by your sides. Spread the breath once again into the back of the heart. Check back in with that 4th chakra. Inhale, rise back up, hands and knees. Exhale, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. So just taking a few breaths here. If it feels good, you can bend and straighten the legs. I like the John Cottrell style, walking your dog. One of my favorite movements here, Katie Shifkin taught this to me. You'll walk your feet about mat width apart and then shift the weight over to one leg. Shift the hips to that side. Get a long stretch. And then switch back to center and all the way over to the other side. It's really good. IT band, TFL stretch here feels pretty delicious. And then bringing the feet back towards center. Take a huge breath in. Exhale all the air out, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, spinal extension, that halfway lift. Exhale to fold it back in. Let's do one more. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, fold it in. And inhale, come all the way up to standing. Arms reach overhead. Maybe a mini back bend to your exhale. Hands to heart center. So flowing through some classical suns. If you are pregnant, you may want to use the bolster. So you don't ever want to put pressure on the belly. All right. On your inhale, float the arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, step left foot back, lunge. Add some padding if you'd like under that knee. Keep the inhale going, lift and open through the torso, reaching the arms long, lifting to the heart. Maybe this turns into a back bend if that feels okay. Exhale, lower your hands to the mat. Step back, plank pose. Now you can always skip the vinyasa and move directly to down dog. Otherwise, flow with me through that vinyasa. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, press your way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward, lunge. Keep the inhale going, lift and open. Soften the shoulders, telescope the ribs. Keep rooting down through both feet so there's strength there. On your exhale, lower hands to the mat, forward fold. Drawing into the belly, start to rise up. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Continuing that flow, inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, step right foot back, lunge. Keep the inhale going, lift and open. This time, exhale, hands to the mat, step to plank. Down dog or chaturanga, you choose here. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, lunge. Keep the inhale going, lift and open. Exhale, hands to mat, forward fold. Drawing into the belly, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep this flow. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, left foot back, lunge. Keep the inhale, lift and open. Exhale, hands to mat, step to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, lunge. Keep that inhale going, open it up. Exhale, hands to mat, forward folds. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more here. Re-extend. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Open up. Exhale, hands to mat, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lunge. Open it up. Exhale, hands to mat, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Close your eyes. Connect back to your breath. Release your arms to your sides for this mountain pose. And just notice some of that heat, some of that energy from the suns. Wash it through your heart. Enliven that area. Inhale, float the arms back up to the sky. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed. Exhale, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. So for true forest style, lift the toes away from the mat. And then really shift the weight back to your heels. Lift up through the heart. Soft engagement through the core so you don't tumble backwards. It would be way more entertaining in a yoga class because you get that cool domino effect. All right, take one more inhale. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale for that halfway lift, spinal extension, so known as monkey pose. And then place your hands onto the mat, step or float your way back, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra or up dog. Exhale all the way back, downward facing dog. Remember, as you're moving through those vinyasas, make sure you're checking in with the shoulders and low back. If it starts to be icky or pinchy, switch it up. Don't do it. Keep rooting down strongly through your hands. On your next inhale, float the left leg up to the sky. Spread through the toes. Now, your reach can be either to that ball of the foot, or you can flex the foot back towards your shin, reaching through the heel. But you really want to make sure there's some engagement, some intentionality behind that. Take one more inhale, maybe the leg lifts higher without sinking into the low back. Exhale, arch through the back body, draw knee to chest, lift high, set your foot down softly. So crescent lunge here. At any point, this back knee can come down for additional support. So you're always checking in with your body. Listen. On your next inhale, float your torso up, arms extend to the sky for crescent lunge. Soften through the shoulders. Connect into that strong Ujjayi breath. And then really fire up this back leg. So you're activating through the quad, lifting through the hamstrings, pressing through the heel. If your knee is down, you can do that same action there. Exhale, bend your elbows into cactus arms. Draw shoulder blades onto the back, start to lift up through the heart. Really focus the breath into the chest. Maybe start to bend the back knee a little bit, get this mobility through the SI joint, and lift even more through the heart. Lance Dodger, bring the right hand behind your head, left arm comes behind the low back. Start to press the left arm down, so not into the low back, but down towards the ground. Let the head hang heavy into your hand. Reach up through the chest. Come into this back bend. Your legs can be shaking. Breathe into that intensity. Inhale, torso comes back up. Re-extend the arms, moving into a spinal twist. So either you can take a prayer twist, hooking the right elbow over the left thigh, or a basic twist, right hand down to the ground. I'm going to spin around so you guys can see me in my twist. On your inhale, open up into that spinal twist. Fill this pose with breath. Really lifting into the heart with the inhale, extending the breath all the way out through the fingertips. Exhale, lower left hand back down. Step to plank pose. Now, if you're pregnant, this is where you're going to need your bolster. Everyone else gets to hang out in plank pose. You're going to place the bolster down on the ground under the thighs so your belly lays over it. Everyone else, from your plank pose, come all the way down to your belly. All right. Starting out here with just a basic cobra. So hands next to your chest. On your inhale, peel the chest head up off of the ground. Hands framing the chest. Draw shoulder blades onto the back and then shoulders away from the ears. Reach back through the toes. Lifting through the heart. Moving into Salabhasana, also known as boat pose in forest. If you're pregnant, keep the hands on the ground. Everyone else, lift up the arms, lift up the legs. Shoulder blades hug spine, reach through fingertips, reach through toes. Use the back body. Engage here to open up the front body. 2 more breaths. On your exhale, lower down, turn your head to the left. Place the back of the left hand, as long as it feels okay, onto the shoulder, on the low back. Take 3 deep breaths, just washing through this lower spine. Hands next to your chest, forehead to mat. You can press up onto hands and knees and back to down dog, or I invite you to be challenged here. Hands next to the chest, press up into that chaturanga, all the way up to plank, and then back to your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and down dog. Exhale out the mouth. Let's do one more deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale to float that right leg up and back, 3-legged down dog. Spreading through the toes, reach the right leg long. Once again, either ball of the foot pressing, toes spreading wide, or heel reaching up. Maybe the leg lifts a little bit higher without crunching through the low back. Exhale, lift through the core, draw knee to chest, set the foot down softly, crescent lunge. Same option applies on this side. This back knee can come down for support at any point. It's not cheating, it's listening to your body. Fire up the legs, inhale, rise up to standing. Arms extend up to the sky, you may need to fix your hair. Come deeper into your lunge. Activate this back leg, strong engagement, lifting through the hamstrings, squeezing through the inner thighs so you've got that adduction. Arms extending up to the ceiling. So take a moment just feeling into this pose, feeling all of the engagement, the energy that's present in this lunge. And then exhale, bend the elbows, draw shoulder blades onto the back without constricting. So it's a squeeze, but not a constriction. Draw shoulder blades down, lift through the heart. Move the breath into the chest and the belly. Lance Dodger. Left hand behind the head, cradling the head and neck, right arm behind the back. So once again, this right arm is pressing down, tractioning out the spine. Back knee can bend. Left elbow lifts up, lift through the chest, breathe into the heart. This is a back bend here. Feel into this, breathe into the discomfort. Wash the breath through that fourth chakra to your heart. Be present with what's arising. Inhale, torso comes back upright. Re-extend the arms. Exhale, hands to the mat. Come into your spinal twist. So I'm going to spin around once again. Either that prayer twist, hooking the left elbow over the right thigh, or left hand on the ground or your prop. Right arm extending up to the ceiling. Using the inhale to open and lift through the heart. Head can hang heavy. Using the exhale to connect back into your core, your abdominals drawing you deeper. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Step your way back to plank. If you're pregnant, come back up onto that bolster. Everyone else, lower all the way down into your belly. Knees can always help that lowering as well. All right. Boat with shoulder shrugs. So pregnant people, you're going to keep the hands on the ground. You're going to do the same actions with the shoulders. On your inhale, come up into boat pose. Torso lifts, arm lifts. This time, arms are in a cactus shape, so just like we started that crescent lunge. Take a huge breath across the back of the heart. On exhale, hug shoulders, shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, drag it down. Inhale across the upper back. Exhale, hug shoulders, shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, drag it down. One more round here, deep breath in. Exhale, hug shoulders, shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, drag it down. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, release. Turn your head to the right. 3 delicious breaths into your low back. Hands next to your chest, forehead to the mat. You can always go up through all fours, otherwise come with me. Up through chaturanga, all the way to plank, back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, left leg floats up and back. Exhale, bend that left knee, open up through the hip. So keep equal weight in your hands here. Opening through that left hip bone, left quadricep. Feeling this twist through the mid-spine. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Exhale, step left foot through, this time warrior two. So back heel roots down. Inhale, rise up. Gaze is neutral. So instead of looking towards the front fingers, you're going to actually look directly towards the direction your chest is facing. Arms extend out, shoulders soft, arms supporting their own weight. Few deep breaths here, just establishing this warrior pose. Feeling into your heart, even here. Moving into reverse warrior, flip that left palm to the sky. Right hand can come on your hip or anywhere down this right leg except for the knee. And then reach the left arm up and back, opening through this left side body. So similar how we commenced class, really breathe into these left ribs, left obliques. Imagining that you're opening up all that space around your heart, around your core. Second stage, neck stretch. This is for Anne, if you're out there. Reach the left arm forward. Head hangs towards the right shoulder. Give your head and neck a break. We so often move our lives through our brain, through our head. Let your body and your heart support you here. Reach through that left hand. Come back up through warrior two. All the way into extended warrior with a heart opener. So left forearm down to left thigh. Make sure you're rooting down to the arm so the head has some space. Inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky. Shoulder blade connects to spine. Open up through the chest. Head hangs heavy. Breathe here into the chest. Breathe into the heart. If your mind starts to wander, come back to your heart, come back to your breath. Just being aware and receptive to what's arising for you. One more inhale, lift through the heart. And exhale, windmill your hands back down to the mat, step to plank. Basic vinyasa here, you can always skip it and go directly to down dog. Otherwise, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale to float the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open up through the hip. So tap into sensation here. If it feels good, peel open more through the hip. Focus the breath on this right lower body. Inhale, re-extend the right leg. Exhale, step right foot through warrior two. I'm going to spin around so I'm facing the camera. Inhale, rise up for your warrior two. Fix the hair. Extend the arms out. Take a moment just feeling into this warrior. Front knee bending towards a 90-degree angle. Back foot rooted. Equal weight between the two legs. Arms supporting their own weight. Reverse warrior, flip that right palm to the sky. Left hand on hip or anywhere along the leg. Exhale, reach up and back. Reverse warrior. Expand the breath into the right side body. Let the head go. Let the shoulder be soft even as you're reaching. Neck stretch. Reach the right arm forward, directly over that right thigh. Let the head hang as heavy as you can towards the left shoulder. I really like to close my eyes here and just luxuriate in sensation around the neck, that release. Reach through the right hand, come back up, into your extended warrior with a heart opener. So right forearm to right thigh, root down through the forearm so you've got this space around the shoulder. Inhale, left arm extends up to the sky, let the head hang. Breathe into the chest, so really filling up, especially along this left side of the heart. Opening with the inhale, let the head be heavy. Keep reminding us to let that go, let your body, let your core and your leg strength support you here. Exhale, release. Bring both hands back down to the mat. Step back to plank pose. Preg people, come down onto that prop. Everyone else, all the way down to your belly. Boat, grabbing sit bones. All right, there's no PC way to say this. So reach down, grab your butt. Basically, right where your sit bones are, or if you're wearing whitey-tighty, be where that underwear line is. On your inhale, feel the chest and head up. Draw shoulder blades onto the back. Elbows reach back, lift up to the legs. Now your sit bones or your glutes become that leverage. So squeeze and draw the glutes in, lift up even more to the chest. 2 more breaths here. Balancing on the belly, on the hip bones. 1 more inhale. And exhale, ease your way back down. Hands next to the chest. Press up and all the way back downward facing dog. Inhale to extend the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step left foot forward. Crescent lunge. Rise up. Back knee can always come down. Brain cradling. So bring your hands back behind your head, like so. Interlace the fingers at the base of the skull. Keep the elbows squeezing around the head. On your inhale, start to lift the elbows up, opening up to the chest. Head relax into your hands. Back knee can bend. It's really hard to talk while you're in this pose. Squeeze the legs together, lift and open through the heart. Breathe into the chest. Breathe into the belly. Inhale, come back up. Re-extend the arms, get that full extension. Exhale, hands all the way down to the mat. Add some padding under that right knee. So that could be on folding over the mat or even a blanket. All right. Coming upright, coming into your deeper low lunge. So you're going to inch that left foot forward, and there's a few options here. Option 1, you're just going to hang out here. This might be a lot of sensation. Maybe the hands are reaching up to the sky or one hand reaches up to the sky. If you're not feeling much, back out of the pose a little bit. You'll come into lunge, H to the V, heel to butt. Bend the back knee. Start to draw the heel in towards the glutes, then shift forward once again, lifting and opening to the chest. Breathe here into this right quad, right hip flexor. Transitioning into lunge back bend. So if you have hold of the foot, you're going to keep it. You're going to spin the hand around. You may want to work, with one hand, or if you can, both. You're going to clasp the hands around the foot, kick the foot into the hand, lift and open more to the chest. Now, if it's not accessible to grab this back heel, hands can come onto hips, same action, press the hips down, lift and open through the chest. All right. 2 more breaths here. Open through the front body. Breathe into the heart. If emotion's coming up, totally normal. Stay with it. Stay with sensation. And release. Woo. All right. Step your way back to plank. Option to move directly to down dog or flow through that vinyasa. Be mindful as you move through with your breath. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step right foot through, crescent lunge. Rising with the inhale. Back knee can be down once again. Brain cradling. Hands come back behind your head and then switch the way your fingers are crossed so it's in your non-habitual way. Hands behind the head, elbows hug towards the face. Start to bend the back knee. Lift up, lift the front body. Head rests in your hands. You've got this brain cradling. It's really good at calming your nervous system when your head is supported like this. So even when you're in this more fight or flight mode, your legs are shaking, your body's feeling that intensity. Can you give your body the signal that it's okay? Letting your head go. Breathe into the heart. One more inhale. Re-extend the arms. Exhale, lower hands all the way to the mat. Add that padding under the left knee. Hands to the right thigh. All right, option one, you're just scooching that right foot forward, shifting the hips down. That could be pretty intense, maybe one or both arms extend up. Or option two, lunge, H to the V. Draw the heel in towards the glutes, open through the chest. Breathe into the intensity. A lot of times when you're in the quads this deep, you're gonna feel that anger, that rage rise up. That's fine. Take a few lion's breaths. Sticking your tongue out, exhaling strongly out the mouth to release some of that intensity. It's really delicious, I promise. Freeing. Come back up, moving into that lunge back bend. So if you have the back foot, keep it. Maybe hook both hands around the foot, lifting through the chest. If you don't have it, hands come onto your hips. Take that modified variation. Breathe into the chest. Stay with the emotion. Stay with what arises for you. Breathe through it. Be present and observational. And release carefully. All right, one more belly back bend. So if you are pregnant, you're gonna work with Camel here. Show this real quick. Hands on hips. And start to lean back, opening through the chest. Maybe bringing the hands down to your heels. Lift and open through the front body. Everyone else, we're gonna work with full bow, Dhanurasana on the belly. If this bothers your back body, you can take any of those belly back bends we've done thus far. All right, setting up here, so come down to your belly. Make sure there's some space through the core. Exhale, bend the knees. Reach back, find the shins if possible. If not, you can grab the feet. On your inhale, peel chest and head up. Kick the feet into your hands. Lift and open through the chest. 5 breaths here. If you can, ground down to the thighs. Lift even more through the heart. Breathe into this front body. Breathe into the belly. And release. Few deep breaths. Turn your head to the side that feels more awkward. All right, we have time for one more back bend. So you can take that belly back bend once again, that bow pose. You can do any of the back bends we've done so far. Kind of back bend it out. You can take a Supta Baddha Konasana on your back. If you're ready and you want to move into camel or full wheel, and that's part of your practice, you're welcome to do so. So about 5 to 10 breaths with one more back bend of choice, something that's in your wheelhouse that you've done before. So once again, anything we've done, or adding in that Dhanurasana or camel pose. So I'm going to do camel. You choose 5 to 10 breaths, back bend of choice. If you're with me in Camel, you're going to fire up your legs, rise back up. Finish up with whatever you are doing. You may need a sip of water. I sure do. Then we're going to come onto our back. So if you need any props or clothing for Shavasana, grab those now. All right. Make your way onto your back. Do a little releasing here. Hug knees into chest. A little rocking side to side. We're going to release the back with my favorite pose. So if you're pregnant, you're not going to do this. You're going to do Supta Baddha Konasana. If you're pretty pregnant and laying on your back is now painful or bothers you, you can come onto your side and do some spinal twists. Everyone else, you get to work with me. Soles of your feet come together over your chest, and they may be way up high. That's totally fun. We're going to work with 3 rounds of Uddiyana Bandha and back traction here. So feet move towards chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the air out. Hold empty, draw navel towards spine. Stay empty, reach sit bones towards the ground. Release the abdominals. We'll do 2 more rounds. Deep breath in. Exhale, empty out. Navel towards spine. Sit bones reach towards the ground, elongating the spine. Last one, release abdominals. Inhale. Exhale all the air out. Navel towards spine. Sit bones draw down. And then release. If there's another pose you need to complete your practice, go ahead and take that. If your low back is feeling a little bit finicky, you can always work with your legs up the wall for Shavasana. So setting yourself up here for your final relaxation. If you have more poses, go ahead and do them. You can catch us when you're done. Come on to your back here, or your version of Shavasana. Legs up the wall, seated meditation position, or more of this traditional version, arms out by your sides, legs slightly separated. I'm going to close your eyes wherever you are. Connect into your breath. And connect back into your heart. So taking your awareness back into this 4th chakra, color green, Anahata. Just taking a moment to observe without judgment. Then even let that go as you rest, as you surrender here. Letting go into the earth, being supported, being held for these last few moments of class. Start to deepen your breath, bring movement back into your body. And slowly make your way over to one side and all the way up to a seat on your mat. Inhale to float your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Let's take a moment to internally close and complete your practice. The goodness in me bows to the goodness in you. Namaste.